What is up? Happy August 1st. It's freaking August, people. Here's what that means for us in Kidman. We're going to do things a little bit differently. I talked about this last week in the video. I'm going to talk about it this week in the video. We are doing a predominantly large group service every week this month. The reason that we're doing that is because I know that mid-July into all of August into early September is two perfect months in Spokane, outside of what's been 100 degrees and outside of what could be a smoky fire season. Just weather-wise, we get a lot of gray, we get a lot of cold, we get a lot of rain in the spring and in the fall. We're in this like peak time. I know that you're going to be out of town. I say you as in every week we're going to be out half of our volunteers. It's an annual thing that just tends to happen. And so I want to say, first of all, I want to say this. I want you to be at church. I want you to be serving in your small group with your kids. That being said, I also understand this is not your life. You don't live for the 6 kids in your small group, for the 10 kids in your small group. You live for a lot of things, including your own family, and taking a vacation with your own family is a thing that's going to happen. So we are scheduling in that if you're going to be gone, it'll be okay because we are just planning on it. So the opening of our service is going to be about 5 minutes in your individual small groups. And so you feel free to just have free play for that 5 minutes. So I'm going to use the 8 o'clock service as the example because the times just make sense. So from 8 to 8:05, I don't expect you to do a full-on small group. Now, if you're there and you're always with those kids, dude, circle them up and just check in. Go, hey, how was the week? I know Carolyn and Linda put some stuff together. It said, hey, if you have time, you can discuss what kind of things do you get excited about. Maybe it's hanging out with friends or getting your favorite kinds of ice cream. And it says, how do you express how much you love those things? And then it ties into, we're talking about worship this month. So they gave you something to do. If you go, especially if you're a sub, if you're not normally in that group and they go, hey man, normal small group leader is gone, I'm in. Dude, climb the rock wall with the kids in 2nd and 3rd grade, or play some Super Smash Brothers with the kids in the 4th and 5th grade room, okay? So we're going to start with that. We're going to move into large group where we have a brand new memory verse, which is Psalm 139:14. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. One of our worship songs this month is that song. So your kids are going to memorize it that way really, really quickly. Our large group game this week. We've given it a longer amount of time. It's roller coaster trivia. It's August. It's the perfect time to go to Silverwood. Who likes roller coasters? You're asking kids from the state, who likes roller coasters? What's your favorite ride at Silverwood? And then there's going to be some trivia questions we're going to play. It's going to be really, really fun. And then we'll do worship. We'll have our story. I highly recommend if you copy and paste the link. I'm pointing over here to my screen. If you copy and paste that Vimeo link, you can watch the whole video ahead of time. It's about 8.5 minutes. And it's not story-based. So it's still Carl, and then this week is his friend Jada. But, our story is just Psalm 33. And they're just talking about that God made everything. And they actually put in some really cool terms. It's still got its classic Carl silliness, but sometimes I think he's a little bit too silly. And this one I think actually works really well. So then from the stage, we're going to play a review game. Zonk and I ordered some ball pit balls that are not here yet. But instead of using scraps of paper, we'll actually write them on because we'll play this game every week. And so we're going to write, with Sharpie and write 100, 200, 500 zonk for points. And so we're going to play a little game there. And then we'll head back to our rooms. And so we'll finish out there. I do want you at the end to do a little bit of small group time, especially like, hey, if you're a new kid this week, we want to make sure we connect with that kid. So we have the memory verse practice this week. And it's just, again, going over the verse. No candy, no prizes for saying it this week. More prizes and candy are on the way. And then also we have a coloring page, which I have actually right here. So especially for those younger kids, you have this coloring page you can do. So that is, excuse me, that is what we're doing. So, and at the end, you're just using the time that we have left. So again, church varies. Sometimes it goes 65 minutes, and sometimes it goes 72 minutes. And so you're just hanging out with your kids. You're doing a little bit of small group on the end. Maybe hit that opening small group question at the end. If you didn't do it at the beginning, that'd be great too. And I say all of that because, again, we have to kind of fluctuate with what the adults are doing. But I also go, hey, if you're watching this and you're a sub and you go, hey, I've been here twice ever, this is a really easy way to step into the waters of leading a small group. So with that being said, on Sunday, I will not be there. I am up at a church called Westgate, which we are, VRL, when I say we, VRL is kind of helping them through a transitional process. They don't have a lead pastor. People from our staff have been going up there to preach all summer long, and I have just avoided it up until this point. So I'm going to be up there, so I'll be there Thursday, and then I'll be gone on Sunday. But other than that, guys, it's a simple, straightforward week. Like I said, I want you to be there. If you're around, don't hear me say, like, you don't need to be there. But I also want you to know, if you're going to be out of town, we have made it so that way you can be gone and your other small group leader. So, like, let's use the 8 o'clock as an example. If Zach Ellis is going to be out of town, we don't go, oh no, now what do we do with all the second and third graders? Like, I can tell you what we're going to do with the second and third graders. We're going to play basketball with the second and third graders. So that's what's going on there. Have a great day. If you have any questions, holler at me. Let me know. Here in a few short weeks, we have a new announcement. We're doing a Fake XP in September. So I get to talk to you about that once I have a few more details to actually give you, which can be super exciting. So have a great day. Have a great week. Enjoy. If you're out of town, enjoy it. If you're in town, I can't wait to see you. And that's it. Peace out.